This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
What I want to do moving forward is implement penne points / channel points in this playthrough, because right now, you guys have been, you know, very adamantly watching my streams, and there's people who have thousands upon thousands of these channel points accumulated, but they don't really have much to use it on. They do highlighted messages, or maybe they edit an emote, but there's not much else to do, right? So people have been asking me for weeks, is there another way that we can implement these penne points and use them? And I've been thinking about it, and my mods and I put our heads together and said, okay, maybe one way that we could implement this is, since Pokemon is very much an RPG with a party system, why not make it so that the stream viewers can choose what Pokemon will be in my party? Okay? And I said, that might make sense. If people have a bunch of these penne points saved up, they can pick a Pokemon to be in my party for the day, right? And that's cool. Now, here's the thing. There's a couple limitations to this idea that we had. First of all, we don't want people picking the entire party. Reason being, I'm going to be constantly catching new Pokemon and wanting to try them out. There's also going to be situations, I'm sure, where I need certain Pokemon to use for their strengths and weaknesses to win certain battles. So if I have, you know, 6 people say, put Magikarp in your party, and I have 6 flopping Magikarp and I can't win a match, obviously there's no point in playing the game. See what I mean? So what I wanted to do was that I wanted to control it so that only 3 people per stream can can pick a Pokemon to keep in my party for the entirety of that stream. I figured that made a lot more sense, because that way it's half and half. You see what I mean? That's the deal. That's how I wanted to do it. So last night, I went into the special settings for my Twitch channel, and I set up this special reward for 4,000 penne points. 4,000, okay? You could select a Pokemon to keep in my party all day long. And I didn't even talk about it yet. I launched the stream, and people already started doing it.
Lol.
And I'm like, oh man, I know what's going to happen. It's going to get screwed up. Exactly right. So the first person, his name is Tag365, did it and says, oh, I want you to catch a Stunky from some southern marsh in the game and put it in your party. Now I'm like, now wait a minute. That wasn't even the agreement. The agreement is that I will take a Pokemon and have it in my party. Not that I will go find a Pokemon that I don't even have, and I don't even know if I can catch it today. Here's the thing, I'm in the early hours of the game. How do I even know if I can go to this area yet and catch this Pokemon, right? I don't. So right off the bat, this guy jumps the gun and uses his penne points to ask for something that I may or may not even be able to do. So what I will say is this. If I can get this Pokemon today, absolutely I'll do it. But I can't guarantee it because I don't know. I haven't played the game yet. I don't know where this marsh is or whatever. You know, I don't know if it's realistic that I'll reach it and I'll be able to get this particular Pokemon. So I'll just tell Tag in advance. I hope that I can do this. I would love to do this for you, but you kind of jumped the gun. You should have waited for me to explain this perk before you did it. Okay? So that's number 1. Number 2, someone asked that I keep, oh god, what Pokemon was it? It's the bird Pokemon that I have in my party right now. I forget what it's called. It starts with an R, like something Rook or something. So I already have this bird in my party, and they said, please keep that bird in your party all day today. That's a perfect request. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, here's a Pokemon you already have. We want to see it, you know, be used a lot and maybe evolve, so keep it in your party. Okay? So I'm keeping that Pokemon. Rookity, that's it, Rookity. That's correct, Rookity. So I'm going to keep Rookity in my party all day long today. And we're going to see, you know, how useful it is, and see if we can evolve it even. You know, after 4 hours of combat, maybe it'll evolve. I don't know. So that's perfect, and that's exactly what how I wanted this to be implemented. Then a third person uses the reward and says, go play Morrowind. Oh my god. So, for those who don't know, the way I set this up was so only 3 people a stream could do it. That way, we don't have 10 people trying to do it, and I can only fulfill the requests of 3. You see what I mean? So I set it up so only 3 people per stream can do it, and 2 of them were basically wasted, I think, because I don't even know if I'm going to get... If I can get to the Stunky today, great, but I don't know if I will. And the other one's a waste, it's a joke. And I'm like, oh my god. So, for a first try, 1 out of 3, I mean, at least we got one person out of the 3 people who did it, who it's actually going to be implemented properly, okay? But it just kind of sucks because there's no way to reset it as well. Like, I tried to reset it, and apparently it doesn't work while the stream is live. I basically turned off the perk, edited it a little bit, turned it back on, and no one can see it. They all say that it shows that it's expired. So I think the way that these channel point, you know, rewards work is they only refresh once the stream goes offline and then online again. So I can't fix it. Essentially, I can't fix it, okay? Yes, that is right. It was Sung Kwan who requested Rookity. So shout out to Sung Kwan, who actually intelligently requested a Pokemon for today's stream, and he's going to get his reward because he was being very smart about it. Alright. Now, here's the thing. Now that we all kind of know what this is, alright? Now, today we've had some issues. What can you do? Now that we know what this is, moving forward, okay, I will implement this reward every time that I play Pokemon. Alright, so moving forward with the Pokemon Sword playthrough, every time that I play the game, I will implement this special thing so that you guys can use your penne points to request which Pokemon you'd like to see in my party. So there you go. That's what we're going to be doing. Now, here's the other thing, too. If this works out, long term, if this works out and you guys like this, I can try to implement penne points in other playthroughs as well. We can try to figure out how to do it, okay?
Wow!
But I have a big warning for everyone. Okay? You guys ready? You guys gotta listen. This is very important. So when I was creating these rewards yesterday for the Pokemon stream, a warning popped up. And it said, warning, channel points will more than likely disappear on December 19th, 2019. No! 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 Now, if you don't know what that means, what it means is that I'm in the early access / beta of channel points. Not every channel on Twitch has it. I'm in it because I've signed up for early access, and they let me into early access to kind of mess around with it and see how it works, okay? But apparently what they're saying is the early access is probably going to end in December.
Wow.
And they already explained that coming in January, they're looking to launch it site-wide. So what may happen is penne points may stop working at some point in December and then come back in January. But what they're saying is they're going to reset.
The bottom line is Twitch is a bad business.
Okay, so just forewarning all of you, right now we really like this penne points integration stuff, right? And we're having fun with it. It's probably going to go away for a while and then come back. Use them or lose them, because the penne will spoil. The penne will spoil in mid-December, and then they're going to have to make a fresh batch of penne, but the penne won't be ready for consumption until sometime in January. Okay?
I am reliant on your crowdfunding contributions to keep things going around here, okay? So, give me your money.
Wicked Man. This is hilarious. This is the guy from yesterday. Oh my god, this is the guy from yesterday. Are you guys ready? This is funny. I gotta read this one. Wicked Man 36 tipped me another $1 saying, when will you be exonerating yourself with your bogus claim that you were valedictorian? By the way, he didn't even spell valedictorian even close to how you really spell it. Logically speaking, if you were it's valedictorian, not valedictorian. He's spelling it valedictorian. Oh my god, I've never even seen it spelled like this. I'm not even gonna continue. I've now been completely distracted by the way this guy spelled valedictorian. Not valedictorian, valedictorian. Oh my god. Well, Wicked Man, congratulations. You fail! Thanks for the $1 tip down.
He almost got me toxic. He almost got me toxic.
Thank you for the $1 tip. Continuing on, Good Game Goblin, tip me $1, says, will you name me that free mouth Jasper? That would be at your discretion, but I feel like a $100 tip or something big like that should be an automatic naming. Feel bad for the other guys from last night. That's, you know, hey, listen. The way it works.
Top contributor gets to name something. It's that simple. It's definitely a competition, you know, but that's how it works.
Every other streamers do it too. I'm not the first person who's done it, nor will I be the last. The idea was actually taken from other streamers who do this successfully, and that's why I kind of do it in certain things. I do it in Minecraft, and now I'm doing it here in Pokemon. Yeah, you're gonna have heated competition, and I don't control that, right? So no, it's gonna be the top competitive. Everyone gets something named, then what was the point, right? That's kind of like when people say, oh, you know, you got a sub goal this month, right? But if you don't hit the sub goal, you should still do the reward anyway. It's like, wait, what? So, if you don't do the thing... No, if you don't... you're gonna give the reward away, regardless, then what's the motivation of people to do the thing you're trying to get them to do?
Give me the money.
You see what I mean? Like, how do you not understand how this works? It's pretty common sense, and by the way, it's something that's been, happening with humans for forever. It's called motivation. I want someone to sub to my channel, so I put out a sub goal, so that people will want that desirable sub goal and will sub to make it happen. If I just give you the goal, then it... How do you not understand this? I don't know. This is kind of confusing to me that people don't get it, but it is what it is, I guess. No, we're not doing that. Okay.
This is my job, and it is about making money. Now it's, let's just make money. Is a scam. It's a money-making scam. It always was.
Why am I frog sick? What, now that's a spin on why am I toxic. Why am I frog sick? Cheering says, why don't you just make a DsP tries it once a month as fan service? Everyone asked for it, and you just blew them off. How would you feel how would we feel that if we did that when you asked for tips? First of all, I am providing a free service for you on a daily basis. If you feel like contributing the tips, that's great. You don't have to. As I say on every pre-stream, contributions are greatly appreciated, but not required. It's of people's own free will whether or not they contribute or not. I'm not forcing anyone to, right?
I'm good at lying. And I'm already providing a free service. You are asking me to provide another free service on top of the free service I'm already providing. Something that I have no interest in doing and didn't enjoy fucking doing when I did it. For your own personal benefit, it wouldn't benefit anyone. Well, he's so ungrateful. Fucking greedy piece of shit. It's essentially the most entitled thing I've ever heard. What you're saying here right now. Okay? So, you're an idiot. Why am I toxic? More toxic, more toxic. Excuse me. Oh. Shit. God damn. Okay, that feels better now. Oh. It's fun, man. It's a lot of fun. And, so, good stuff. Thank you guys very much, for everything. Great stream, right?
So, hold on a second here. This controller out of the way. Thank you. No Couture just sent me another $20. Says someone needs $20 for Monster Hunter. Can you feel the Christmas spirit? Well, I would say is, No Couture, if you feel generous enough to give them the money, great. Thank you for the tip. Obviously, all the money, that I raise on my streams has to go to bills and stuff.
Phil is a thief and a scammer.
And if I ever have the opportunity to, do something like a giveaway, I'll do it. Sadly, I haven't been able to do one in years because of the fact that I'm in such a situation that I'm in. So, thank you. First of all, No Couture, you are the top contributor of the day. If you're not aware, no one topped you. So, if you could email me and let me know next time around when we play Pokemon, what Pokemon would you like to be named, and what name would you like to give it? Because you earned the right today with your contribution, so thank you very much for that. Alright, let's see here. Outside of all that, the only other thing I want to talk about, there's trolls who, once again, are spreading lies. So I'm just gonna, very quickly, do exactly what I need to do. So there are trolls right now who are spinning stuff that happened on the first stream negatively, and apparently the person who has been very nice here recently, by the name of No Couture, who has been contributing a lot. If you haven't noticed, No Couture is the top sub-gifter of the week. No Couture has been tipping a lot during the streams, okay? So here's what happened at the end of the Pokemon stream. I guess someone, Dragon Quest fan in the stream chat, was asking for money. Don't ask me why the hell they were doing this. This is not a place, you're not allowed to do this in my stream. It's actually a violation of the rules to be asking for stuff and stuff like that. So I don't know why the hell this guy was doing this. But he was asking, for money, of all things, to buy to buy Monster Hunter World. Okay? So, I don't know why he's doing this in my stream. I don't know why the fuck he's spamming my stream chat. It's against the rules. It's not allowed. But this guy, No Couture, who's been very generous recently, he saw this, and he actually sent me a $20 tip at the very end of the stream, and he said, oh, here, I'll send Phil $20, and then Phil can send this to you, and then you can buy the game. Now, here's the thing. That doesn't work that way. I know No Couture was trying to be very well-intentioned here. But what you got to understand is when you do that, now that's a transaction that comes through that's considered a business transaction. I now have to report that on my taxes. I have to pay for that with taxes. It's a pain in the ass. You know, it would be one thing if it were like you're handing someone a game, and it's not. It's a financial transaction. It causes a big problem. So I actually said at the end of the stream to No Couture, I said, you know, please understand, that's not what that's going to go to, you know. First of all, I don't even know why Dragon Quest fan thinks I would have just handed him money to begin with, and why he's spamming my stream, but, you know, if you wanted to do something nice, you could have sent it direct to him, but not through me, you know. That's kind of messed up. That would be like, you're walking down the street and someone says, hey man, can I have 20 bucks? So then you hand your 20 bucks to someone next to you and say, hand it to him. You know what I mean? Now, I understand why I was doing it, because he was probably thinking, oh, if Phil gives away a game, it makes Phil look good or whatever. But the bottom line is I don't need to, it's too complicated, it's too convoluted. All right. So, FYI, just to clarify for everyone, I refunded that money to No Couture, and I can prove it to you right now before assholes start saying shit. You refunded the buyer. It says right there. You refunded the buyer right on the screen, okay? So, there it is. You refunded the buyer. I refunded the amount that No Couture sent. That way, it stops any problems. No one can start with bullshit and say that I kept the money or whatever. And by the way, No Couture wrote me an email apologizing, saying, man, now I realize I shouldn't have done that because now it's just going to cause problems for you. Don't worry about it. We handle it in a professional manner. So, No Couture, that money should be coming back to you. And I will say this up front, because I've said this before, and No Couture, I don't know who they are, so I don't know if maybe they're relatively new to my streams or not. I don't accept gifts or donations or tips or pledges or anything like that that are directly required to go to something. And the reason being is because of a situation like this. Some people have done this over the years. They send me funds. They're like, oh, I want you to buy this game. They're like, wait a minute. I didn't even agree that I was playing that game. Why are you sending me money? Now that I have to pay taxes on this money and everything. Like, what are you doing? Okay? So, if this situation ever happens, that's exactly how I'm going to handle it. Okay? But FYI, the money is refunded, so No Couture, no worries, no problems, nothing negative happened as a result of it. I appreciate all the support you've been giving everyone. I mean, everyone should be grateful to No Couture. He gifted over 60 subs just this week. You've been a really nice, positive influence on the stream, so thank you for that. And don't worry, no problems. Everything's cool, okay?
Wow.
Dragon Quest fan tipped me $5. That actually makes Dragon Quest fan the top tipper of the day, so let's get him up on the leaderboard. So Dragon Quest fan tipped me $5. He says the following. He says, Phil, I am very remorseful for my previous conduct. I've shamed our chat and my crown. I humbly approach you as a mere frog among toads. Could you spare my primitive existence with your majestic clemency? Well, first of all, I wasn't really, saying anything negative about you, so I don't know why you're afraid that, like you did something wrong. But if you guys are wondering what he's talking about, I don't know. I think yesterday... Alright, here's what happened yesterday, okay? So yesterday I was playing Pokemon Sword, and it was a great stream. Everyone was enjoying it. I caught a ton of wild Pokemon and everything. For some freaking reason, during the stream, Dragon Quest fan starts talking about Monster Hunter World. Now, you guys know, I didn't play Monster Hunter World. Though I did try the beta, and when I played the beta in early 2018, you stream viewers said you hated it. You said the game was incredibly boring to watch, and don't play the game, Phil, because if you play it, it's not going to be an entertaining playthrough, so skip the game. You know, so I did. Well, ever since then, there seems to be a group of people who still want to see me go try it anyway. To which I'm like, I'm really not super interested in it. The beta wasn't super exciting. Seems like a game that if you're playing co-op with friends, it's fun. But outside of that, I don't know how it would be an entertaining playthrough for me. So I just kind of stayed away from it. So anyway, Dragon Quest fan, yesterday during my Pokemon stream, says, oh man, I really wish someone would gift me $20 so that I can buy Monster Hunter World. Now, I don't know if he was saying he wanted to play it with me, or if he was saying that it was just for himself. I have no idea. You know, I was playing Pokemon. So I don't even know what happened in the stream chat. I don't even know what the actual discussion was that went down. So for me, it's all kind of like confusing. Like, what really went down here? I don't know. But I guess what happened was, someone who's been a contributor recently, who's contributed a lot to the streams, gifted a ridiculous amount of subs, and has just in general been a very positive presence around here, saw this and was like, oh, here's maybe an opportunity, you know, to help out one of Phil's viewers and fans. So he sent me $20 on the stream, and he says, oh, Phil, you know, here's some money you can give to this guy, you know, let's get into the Christmas spirit or whatever. So he does this, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Unbelievable.
Now, the reason I said uh-oh is because, sadly, this was not exactly how this guy had thought it was going to be. Okay, I'll be honest here. What you guys may not realize is that when you tip me, it's not like, oh, here's a Phil on the street and I hand him $5. Everything that you send me is a business transaction. Okay, when you send me a tip, that's a business transaction. I have to document that, with the U.S. government. Yes, I actually have to document this with the United States government to make sure that, number one, it's documented that I received it, and number two, that I pay taxes on it, okay? Now, I know that the common viewer here doesn't give a shit about this, you know? I understand that. I don't, you know, but the thing is, this is all stuff that has to take place, you know? So, I think the intention here was that Phil would be, I'd send Phil some money and he'd be able to do like a giveaway for this guy, and it would look like a positive thing that happened on the stream. Sadly, what ended up happening was I was like, well, you know, I can't really do that, because if I give this money to this guy, now this is another business transaction that I would have to pay fees on to send him the money. Also, I have to pay taxes on the money that I received, so chances are with this money you sent me, either I keep it or we're going to have to work something out, okay? So, basically the stream ends, and, you know, I'm not thinking too much of it at all. I don't give a shit about it, right? Big deal. We'll figure it out behind the scenes. It's not a big deal. Of course, the usual shitheads, the assholes who I've already talked about, who like to spin stuff negatively, turn this into,
oh, well, Phil was specifically sent money on a stream to give to a viewer so he could buy Dragon Quest, excuse me, not Dragon Quest, so he could buy Monster Hunter, and he pocketed the money and kept it. What a piece of shit. What a stealing piece of crap Phil is. Alright, it's pure greed and theft. It's illegal. This guy is a thief.
and this is just what I'm talking about. This is what they do all the time to try to bring in drama and views and stuff, alright? For their own channels, they completely fabricate a situation. Obviously, this is not what really happened at all, but this is what they do, okay? Which is why I keep telling people, you know, it doesn't make sense to you can't send me money with the intention that I'm going to spend that money on anything in particular unless I agree to it first. Because, sadly, this is exactly what these idiots do. They spin it to be their own negative shit, and the next thing you know, we're all up to our armpits in shit. And it's supposed to be a fun gameplay stream. I don't like being up to my armpits in shit on my gameplay streams. You see what I mean? So, after the fact of all this happening, this very generous person who's been supportive recently realized what was going on, and he actually contacted me, and he's like, Phil, I'm so sorry. Obviously, this was not my intention that this was going to turn into something negative. I didn't know this would happen. You know, what should we do? And I was like, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to refund you the money. You know, since this was specifically sent for this purpose, I'm going to refund you the money. That way no one could say otherwise. And then if you know, whatever, after the fact, just, you know, don't do that again, because now we know what's going to happen. So I refunded the guy the money, and absolutely nothing else happened. That was the end of it. But now I guess Dragon Quest fan now is getting wind of what happened, and he hit me $5 and is apologizing for the whole situation.
Super pussy.
Truth of the matter is, I don't even know that Dragon Quest fan was being serious. I actually think Dragon Quest fan was just kind of dicking around with what he was saying. Like, I don't think that this was a serious thing that he was saying. But I guess, you know, the whole thing just blew up out of proportion into something really stupid. So, sadly, any other stream on Twitch, you could probably do silly jokes like that, and they wouldn't turn into anything. But sadly, on my streams, they do because of these sicko fuckheads.
It's very salty, but it also has this, like, sour flavor to it. It does. I've got this aftertaste in my mouth. Ugh. That just, it's not going away. It's a lingering saltiness in my mouth that is just not very pleasant.
Who like to do stuff behind the scenes and mess with us. So, just understand that. Be careful what you say and do on my streams, because then it can blow up into stupid shit like that. Okay? Fair enough? Okay, there you go.
Lego Mario took me another $1. Says, if you're still struggling to afford games this year, what will happen when the new console gen begins? How will you afford the new systems? We'll see. A lot can change, you know, in a year. We don't know what the hell is going to happen between now and next year. Quite frankly, maybe this will be something that I set up. Once those consoles are available for pre-order, I could maybe do it on my wish list, put it on my wish list if a fan wants to be nice and, you know, pre-order a console for me. You know, that would be really awesome. Oh! Oh! What a waste. Let's roll. Oh! Oh my God! And obviously that would help me out, that not have to worry about how am I going to afford this giant amount of money later on in the year, next year. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. I'm not really too concerned about it right now because it's a year away. Okay?
Oh, here we go. An ashamed DSP fan tipped me $1 and says, I can't even admit to being a contributor at the church confessional. There you go. They're insanely ashamed of being a DSP fan. Well, I'm sure there's a few of those out there, too. Thank you for the $1 tip regardless. A conscientious troll tipped me $1 and he says, I'm a troll who enjoys trolling Phil, however, donators are safe. Who are these people who are making these names up? All right, thank you very much for the $1 tip.
Ray tipped me $5 and saying, how do you feel about people referring to your life as Lord? Do you find it impersonal and objectifying? No, I just find it fucking stupid. I smell salt. Because they act like everything that I'm saying is a joke or it's not true. So they make, oh, the lore, what's today's new lore about Phil? You know, the shit that he's making up, and it's the new saga of his story, the new arc, right? As if my story is some kind of an ongoing dramatic manga. In reality, it's not. That's what you do when you're an idiot, and you just want to make something over dramatic for your own intention and purposes. So I think it's stupidity at its best. Oh, by the way, it's $5.01. So, you know, it's something that a dumb, immature kid does. So it just proves the maturity level of people who say that dumb shit. You know, you guys complain about me and say, oh, Phil e-bags and Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money. Blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory. But I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.